You guys all get to do this person? Thanks. Oh, it's yeah. What do we get for lunch? That's slow. All going there. Behaves. That's not where is that? Really hard. See, that's me. Yeah. Yeah. It's easier for me to not last week, the month of what out. We were thinking of topic, I think that's. Yeah. I'll probably be
And it does.
I mean, if it is like this week, I come back.
I mean, just turns out to that.
Like I'm not bringing up a flag. I am, so I should be.
I'm more like, candy girl when it comes to. But yeah,
Thanks for
white
calling me
wine,
out.
white sweet wine.
Ethan was the first artist. Was he? I fixed it. Like 6 months. It's a strong amplification.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, you just need to take the first.
Yes, that's it. Front desk 810xbw.com.
Yeah. But your parents are right.
The what? The Wi-Fi in a while. Good.
Keep it up. I gotta make some parties.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be a white person. 13. Never had before. That's the exciting part.
Right, I got it. I'll print it now.
Play it for a while. We all started. We had like singing everything like that. And then we haven't been this was good.
Here, I just want to take a picture that you dropped it off.
Yeah.
Lots of those people do take a picture on the CW form.
Kind of makes everything quiet.
There you go. Okay, good luck. Exciting stuff.
All right. Jeremy, there's seats over here if you want to sit. Sorry. All right, we'll give a couple minutes, people maybe just straggling in over here. Get my stuff together. Where's Abby at? Shoot.
Outside. Outside.
Yeah, yeah. Good. Good.
This is even this. That's what this is. This is an even base. Apologies. Yeah. Barn looks better. You're lying. Degrees. No, the feet changes. It is.
I don't see him. I don't see him. There's Dana and Jordan. Okay, guys, you ready to get started? We're gonna try again. We were gonna get started. All right, we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States. Alrighty, we're gonna get started. Business cards, Linda's been holding down the goal, but if you haven't given her one or haven't been here in a couple months, make sure she has your business card. We have some good giveaways today, as usual. Gratitude, we haven't met since June. Hopefully we have a lot of gratitude in the summer months that we've been spending. I'm gonna go last because I have a special announcement to make and some exciting news, but who wants to kick it off? Gratitude.
Well,
Thank you.
Carter, thank you for doing the show for me on Sunday. Well, I was down at the Chesapeake doing craft, so I didn't want to tear my sparkle for it. Thank you. They spoke very highly of you, Carter, so thank you.
The craft though.
They were gone, sorry.
Yeah, it's a lady, go ahead.
Mr. Greg here for helping me through my first transaction.
Congratulations.
A closing from hell, and it was anyway, she was awesome. We got there, she went out of her way, I don't even know how many times, to meet with these people that were, yeah, whatever. And anyway, we got closed and it's behind us, so I'm very thankful for her. And I got a cash deal that was handed to me, and they only had 7 days though, so I called title and said, can we get this done for them in 7 days? They did it. And we closed on Monday, and it was awesome, so thank you.
Yep, Greg.
One for Bob. Bob has built some couple houses for me when I was at the beach, and appreciate that. And want to thank Andrew. Andrew stopped in my meeting today with the new agents to introduce himself and drop some knowledge on them. So I appreciate him stopping in for us.
You. Rock first and
Thankful for Justin with List Right Media, the photography company does a fantastic job, so everything went really smoothly and it's great photos.
Using him Thursday, so
Solid, yep.
Tyler.
I'm thanking the Bronx Million team because they were very hospitable with my son and I. Bryson's going to his senior year of high school and just getting him around a whole bunch of different career paths to consider. And we spent the day with Brock and his team, and Bryson really enjoyed the time with them. We appreciate it, guys.
What's next? And then we can.
Just thankful for this career in general, you know, like being able to make some money and be able to do whatever you want.
Yep.
Golf last month, and pretty much golfed every day and it was great. And it's because of this awesome.
You had a great couple months that you deserve it. Maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. You can do whatever you want.
2 months every time, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I want to thank Andrew too, and this was back in June for a closing that didn't look like was gonna happen maybe 3 different times. Based on the sale of a house with a client that was just putting us through the ringer. And Andrew just kept his shit together. He just focused on the closing, make it happen, whatever we have to do. So I am forever grateful for that because he helped get us through the deal. And to second what you said back there, I love this business. I have been able to put in my side garden. I'm working on my pollinator garden, and I'm so happy. I'm my happy place.
It's a great life work balance. That's
It is.
awesome. Andrew, you get a lot of props today. I like it.
I have a good one. So it's, I mean, he really did me good this weekend, so appreciate that, my buyers. But this one's for Tony. So 2 months ago, I reached out to Tony with a past high school friend of mine. She's a business owner in New Oxford, and she's looking to grow, start therapy school, just do all sorts of fun things. She found a very large commercial building, and I took my first stab at it. They shut me down. Those commercial guys wanted nothing to do with me. So I reached out to Tony, and he's having success, and they're stepping through it, and it might actually come to fruition. And she loves it. She loves it.
That's a good segue for you, because I know we were talking about this last week.
So I can't name everybody. Tried making a list.
Do you have gift cards?
Yes, we're gonna continue to run the 50-50 referral. So if you have something you pass over to me or the team, we're splitting the commission 50-50. So I think that's better.
That's a pretty good deal, yeah, especially on the commercial prices.
Yeah, absolutely. Kate's client is amazing, fierce, will not stop. And working in that kind of, with those kind of people, you don't want to stop. And so we've been going back and forth, and we've got our 3rd shot now at a LOI. It's something they never wanted to sell. So, and it's 3 million, 6 million, just throwing numbers, but we'll see. We're getting a lot of pushback, but we're not stopping. We have not been told no. So she's great. I just got Kayla. I don't know if Kayla's in here. We're back running with one of hers she gave me. Kelsey, we got a listing down in Maryland for a bar tavern, 1.9. You can walk in there. If I was in that world, that would be my business because it is just beautiful down there. Ethan, I don't know if he's here. I'm working with Ethan. Thanks, bud. Still working with Avi. And then I got Julie, Jen, Rachel, Ryan. Who else I got here? Roxanne, Herman, I saw here, Mike Jones. I mean, it just goes on. So on all of those, I mean, thanks. We're able to take your clients to where they need to go, and we've got something inside here, so.
We appreciate you just being here, running with the commercial division. I mean, we all knew we had a major need for it. I don't think we realized how big we need because you've been here 3 months now?
3.5 months.
3.5 months, and
Yeah.
he's got more business and he knows what to do with. He's actually looking for some additional knowledgeable, experienced help. So if you know any good commercial agents, throw them his way. He'll start doing interviews. But we appreciate you taking that and running with it because we definitely needed that in a big way. Gus, get a couple more.
I'm just grateful for always being available on the weekends and the evening, please. Anytime is super inconvenient, please. So thank you. I appreciate it. And just being able to sit next to them and know that we can't get the best care.
Yeah, Andrew's the main guy today. Alex.
I think David, Josh, they have been great and phenomenal mentors to anything that I need, any questions I have asked, like, just there anytime of the day, and I can't be grateful.
Good group, just don't do the call. Don't get this bad, I would say. Anyone else? Yes.
Because I always have questions in there, it's really wonderful. Thank you.
All right. Is that it? Ready? So my gratitude, there's a couple of things. We've been off for a nice 2 months now. We're back in it. I love to see a full room again. Means we're just picking up where we left off. You always worry about killing that momentum. So I appreciate you guys showing up, supporting, creating an amazing culture that we can be so proud of. June, we had the vendor meeting, or the vendor office meeting. If you were able to be here, we had this meeting, and then we followed by maybe 8 or 9 vendors. It was a great turnout, good food. It was awesome. So because of what we built together as a group, we were able to attract one of the biggest teams in South Central PA. And they had signed yesterday. If you see the moving truck out there, it's because they're moving into the next unit. That's Adam Flinchfall's team. So if you have it. A lot. I mean, for him to make that decision and choose us, I mean, he could go anywhere he wanted, probably get whatever he wanted. He chose us because of what we provide as a company, as a culture, and that's what we want to keep it up. So that puts us at 226 agents. It's pretty incredible. He had 11 agents. It's a $100 million team, 300 units. It's huge. It also puts us at #1 as a company in Central PA. Like nobody's touching us. No Berkshires, no Remax, no nothing. So Joe, you wanted to be here for that. So thank you. It's still surreal to me. Yes, I was making this joke a couple times yesterday before we were signing them. He called me twice, and we all know this as agents. When you get somebody that calls you like a pre-settlement walkthrough, it's kind of scary. It's nerve-wracking. So luckily everything went very smooth. They're transitioning now. So if you see them, just welcome them. They're gonna be very busy today, but we want to give them the welcome the right way. Do you have anything, man? Gratitude session.
Gratitude. I've gratitude to you.
Oh, thank you.
I texted you last night and I texted him, I said, this is something we've always called the Holy Grail. To bring a #1 to this office. It's a complete game changer from a cultural perspective. It moves Keller Williams to the first position in market share in York for the first time ever. What was it when we took it?
We had 80 agents.
Yeah, 80 agents. And not even, they're barely scratching the top 10 of market share less than 5 years ago to moving to #1. So props to you.
It's a team thing. Like you guys, I have to pass it on because of that, you guys.
I just want to add on to that. When I started as an agent and I came to KW, and KW is the only place I've been, all of my friends, hoity-toity friends, said, "Where are you going? Who is that? You're gonna die on the vine."
I am more. You're gardening. You're telling them, eat your words.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, I just want to, my gratitude is to everyone here, everyone that can't be here, the 200 and some agents of you, the leadership team. It's been, it feels good. We're seeing a lot of forward growth. We were stagnant for a while and now we're moving ahead. So thank you guys. All right. Our belief system. This is what we carry. This is why we have the culture we have. So let's just go right down the line. What we usually do.
Win-win or no deal.
Integrity, do the right thing.
Customers always come first.
Win it in all things.
You can start singing it. Communication. See first, understand.
Creativity ideas.
Teamwork, together, everyone achieved more.
With honesty.
Equity opportunities for all.
Success results through people.
All right, we're gonna keep moving. Culture, so Belinda, we talk about it every month. Belinda's a big part of our culture. She's our cultural icon. It's all about the community. What news do you have for us to share?
I think it's go the next slide. There we are.
There we are.
RAAC, that's your Realtors Association we're all part of. They are doing a homeless outreach. I can't begin to tell you what they do to this community. We've reached out, and many of the people that are helping in this, we have already worked with our Red Day and like Life Path Ministries. I go down there every month. I've been going every month, at least once a month since we started, I think, with the toilet paper, so don't stop. They love seeing me come. They roll out the red carpet for me. When I go, and if anybody ever wants to go with me, you're welcome. But I actually got my sign today. I said, when I go, they don't always know it's Keller Williams. They see my face. It's like, that's not fair. It's not me. It's Keller Williams. Anyway, I've asked Rachel, if she'd give me something so that I could take pictures and then I could go with this. So she got me, because a lot of times it's white, so we got a reversible. So no matter what I'm doing, I can put out what we're doing. Anyway, so thank you. Keep the toilet paper coming. I go, and guess what? For the homeless outreach, they're working with Life Path Ministries, and guess what their number one thing they ask for? Toilet paper. And again, when I put the connection together with RAAC did not know we were doing this. We do this on a monthly basis. So they thought that was cool. And then all of their names that they're working with, I've already talked to a lot of them. So I can't wait to go just to connect the networking that's going to be involved. And again, if we're going to be number one, which we are number one now, let's show up in the community and give back. This is a great opportunity. I can't begin to tell you how awesome this program is. I've been on the phone a lot with them. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'll get you connected to the right. And another one, a win, is Logos Academy. They're starting to give back to the people who have given them. I got a personal invitation to join them as a thank you for our give back. So I told Brian about it. I think we ought to show up. It's going to be another good networking, a lot of big names that are going to be there. But anyway, again, just by giving back a little bit, we are making the right connections.
Awesome. Let's give Belinda a round. She's doing great. So we love everything that you're doing. Thank you, Belinda. All right, so we have gear. If you guys are looking to get your fall winter apparel in line, we work with Garrison at To The T Outfitters. I'm gonna try to move that. Just need it. He has all the KW stuff. There's a drop down if you go on his website. Super easy. I know your team has actually your shirt right there is done. I have a box of some stuff that we're gonna give away too. So definitely hit him up for your apparel needs.
So is there a special website or we go to his website?
His website has it, and then there's a drop down for KWP Stone, and then you can order everything. State of the company. So we've had probably one of the most amazing summers we've had since 2021. For those that were post-COVID, I mean, we had no idea what COVID was going to give us, but what it gave us was an amazing real estate industry. And now we're starting to see that trickle back from the office standpoint. As far as we're going to go last month, more so in July. So that agent isn't even relevant anymore. Because we had 6 last month. We're already at 18 this month. So that's a huge number. And we had hit the 225 mark as of yesterday. So that's awesome. Closed units, we did 178. We're at a total of over 1,000 now for the year. We did over $53 million in volume. So I'd love to see that $500 million mark. If we get there by the end of the year, I think we're well on our way. Listings taken, that's our future business, as well as contracts written, which is our future business. The contracts written is a very healthy number. The listings taken, it goes with the listings sold. And that we've been telling that same story we're seeing a little decrease in the listings versus buy sides. And where that just impacts us negatively, it unfortunately is market share. It's less signs in yard, but 178 deals is 178 deals. It means you guys are making money. And where you see that we're making money, I'm gonna move this up, is that 3 months in a row, we had paid out $1.2 million in commissions. And that's huge because usually that million is that milestone, but then we surpass that. This is actually the best 3 months we've had since, again, 2021, and paid out commissions. That's huge. Job well done for you guys. I don't know what happened here. I think I did. Oh, yeah, 3 months at 1.2. That's what I was saying. That was my little note. Thanks, Julie, for adding that. So again, it's very healthy here at Keller Williams Keystone. Now, we're gonna get into the people that make all those numbers happen, and that's our top producer board. And number 5 spot for volume and units for the individuals is Greg G and Abby Fishel. Okay, yeah. In the volume units for teams, we had Lane Thrush Team N for the first time making the top producer board. Randall Jackson's team, who's here. Let's say even it's an awesome job. I'm sure you're gonna have bigger months coming up, so we'll be on the lookout for those great numbers. Number 4 for the volume units, we had Roxanne Whitaker and Madison Grove. Neil's team took the number 4 for team spots. I'm getting bigger. Number 3, volume units, we had Greg taking that number 3 spot in units. And Kate at 1 point, I can't read that, $1.5 million. We had just to take a quick pause, everyone did in that board top 5, 1.3. We had 9 people do over $1 million this year, individual agents. So that was incredible as well. What our team did. Lynn's Hamburger team sweeps the number 3 spot in volume and units. I gotta reduce this. Number 2, we got Madison Grove at 1.6. I think that's what, I don't know if she's on, but I think that's her biggest month. Kate at 5 units, and then Adrian Young's team that's wrong. I'm sorry, Adrian, but that's $6.1 million, and Brock Swing team with the unit at 17. It's a great job to you guys. Number 1, Patul had a monster month. $3.7 million is one person, 9 units, so she's hit it. And then how about the team numbers? Adrian Young's team at 19. Is that a personal record? Adrian, where you at? Did he leave? Oh, there he is.
Here. That's the best.
That's the best, okay? And the best volume?
Oh, absolutely.
Great job. The team sitting right in front of us that took the top spot. That was a close one right there. It was at 30 grand, 20 grand. At 6.2 million and 17 units in doing that. Is that your best team performance?
I think it is.
You want to give a shout out to anybody? Team shout outs from either of you?
Oh man, I'd have to shout out the whole team. They're fantastic. Yeah, it takes a village, and I'm phasing myself out of production right now. So most of those sales have nothing to do with me. It's all the team.
Good. Okay. You'll have to share more about that because people are gonna wonder. That's the next level. That's like what you want. You want people to carry the brand and you operate it, and that's what we want. So
Learn from the best. David's a rock star.
good deal. All right, so great job, guys. All right, we're going into reminder of K-Score for those that are new. Some of you guys in here have graduated from this program. K-Score is our real estate school, and we provide a scholarship where it basically is at no cost to you. When you graduate K-Score, you get to be with Greg and Julie, which is the Keys program. Greg, do you want to share anything, any updates there?
Yeah, we have some agents who kicked it into high gear. And they just are newly licensed this summer. So Delighty had her first settlements just last week. And she has another one under contract already as well. And Brandon had one yesterday for his first settlement, and he just got licensed in July. So they have listings. Sandra has a listing. So we have them up here. so you
Yeah,
can
that takes
brand it.
most of that out, so, yeah, and there's a lady, you closed yours, right? And how was that experience for you? What did you think as being your first real estate transaction?
The roller coaster, but mostly because it was like a quick thing too.
Yeah,
My client first contacted me, was like, I started showing houses, 2 days later, put an offer, yeah. It's been a roller coaster after that, but it almost didn't happen at the very end. Which I was praying it did, but it didn't happen.
that's how real estate is. It drags you along and you think, that's why you say never spend your check before you get it. 'Cause I mean, we've been, some of us in here probably been where it blows up at the settlement table. We never want that, but you doing anything to celebrate your first deal?
No, just keep working.
There you go. That's great. And then Brandon, who's not here, he had a closing yesterday. He's like 4 weeks old in the.
Yeah, he was quick. He did an open house for someone and picked up a cash buyer at the open house. We put him under contract and it was like a 3-week settlement.
Yesterday.
Yeah,
He's been here.
and he was out door knocking.
Yep.
Picked up a listing,
Yeah.
that's active now and.
He has no fear. He is hitting, I mean, he's doing all the basics. We tell you that still we're door knocking, cold calling. And he got 2 deals now because of it in a few short weeks. So that's awesome. With everybody else, so Maddie, who's sitting over here to my right, you had your first contract. Did that close yet? Two now?
Yeah, that,
It could have been.
yeah.
Well, we're catching up from a month after, so so Maddie, she's kicking in a high gear. Lily and Sandra are actually, they're sisters, right?
Yeah.
So they both have something going on. Carl is working with actually Brem. Just talked about Zulady, Herman and Nayeli, who are sitting right in the middle. That's on Rendell's team. You guys, I saw you guys are staying really busy, so that's awesome. You're here every day. Congratulations. We talked about Brandon. So let's give these guys a round of applause. All right, let's welcome all of our new agents. We have a lengthy list here. So Tenley and Jada joined us from Remax. And they are joining up as a team. So I don't know, they've been around for a little bit now. They were on Mac Park Horse team, but they've decided to join us over here at Keller Williams Keystone. So we welcome them. We have Grace. Grace is on Randell's team. And then we have Jacob, who is sitting in the back there. He is on Adrian's team. And we have Allison, who is on Liz's team. So we welcome them. Oh, Alyssa, I'm sorry. I gotta move all these things. Sorry, Alyssa. Tensley started with us. She came from Iron Valley. Micah, welcome. Brandon, Paola's back. Is back. She was one of the few yesterday that came, so that was busy. And Jerry Pilgrim, Jerry's been around for 30+ years. He owned his own brokerage. He since had wanted to kind of align himself and didn't have all the responsibility. So Jerry is now with us as well. And we talked about the Flinchball and Associates team. So we already spoiled that one. I couldn't wait, but we welcome everybody. We've been talking about this a lot. You're going to see more about it. And the reason why is that whether it's the board, whether people are just telling each, I don't know, but it's starting, we're getting cracked down on with the compliance of real estate marketing. If you remember from your schooling, whether you just did or it's been years, the marketing has to, basically the consumer has to be able to find the broker. And what that means is that you need to have the office name on it, you have to have the address on it, and you have to have the office phone number. And it has to be on all of your marketing for real estate. So please make sure that you're doing it. It has to be of equal size or bigger to your name, and it has to be more prominent. So you can't put your stuff in bold and that one in like just basic font. So just really remember that. And why I say it is because there's been fines being handed out. We're talking $2,000 at least. So, and there's really no like, hey, this is your warning. It's like instant. So please make sure if you have VAs, a lot of times the VAs don't know the state laws. So just make sure you're reviewing everything and have that up there. Any questions on the compliance stuff? Yes.
What's the last part?
Let me see. Don't imply your team is a brokerage if it's not.
Interesting.
Yep. All right, next week, Adrian and Jackson had an amazing class yesterday on social media. We are really running the cadence with the Tuesday training, so we'll keep doing that. So next week, Joe is gonna be doing more database management. So hopefully we all have a database as a real estate agent. What are you doing? How are you consistently staying in touch with them? Are you making the points of contact? So he's gonna go over really using the playbook, which we talk about every month. We have it here. He's gonna be focusing on those bullet points to make sure that you guys are doing what's needed with your database, keep it healthy, and create the results. And what do we got here? Tina, do you want to take this a little bit? Reed's usually here to take the rag stuff. I know you're still very involved.
Absolutely. First of all, with the homeless outreach, just to go back for a second, if anyone's interested in signing up for the day to volunteer, just email Jacqueline at Rayak. She'll sign you up. And there's lots of different opportunities. You can make peanut butter sandwiches in the kitchen. I am the pancake queen, so I'm making hot breakfast back there. They also serve a hot lunch. If you're a computer person, we provide driver's license for people who are living on the street and don't have theirs anymore. We look for birth certificates. So there's a lot of computer stuff that has to be done upstairs. We have like a clothing area. So there's lots of stuff to do.
Do we get our real ID?
That I don't know. We do run shuttles to and
I was
from.
gonna say, if you're, they said yes.
They do run a shuttle from the church to the DMV. So there's lots of stuff that has to be done. So that's that. Rayak Legislative Breakfast is always very informative. It gives us a lot of good information, what's going on. Right now, it is free if you're an RPAC investor of $99 or more. If not, it's $25. And again, you can go on the Rayak portal and sign up for that. This year it's at the Outdoor Country Club. Cornhole tournament, that's always fun too. It's always at Goofy's out in Spring Grove. And again, the proceeds for all of these events that Rayak puts on does go for the foundation and for different things in the community, and it stays with both York and Adams County communities.
Great. And then I do want to add, it might more so the breakfast, but if you weren't here last Thursday or you didn't tune in, R has updates on their agreement of sales and some of their addendums. So please know that they're going to be coming out September 1st. So please note they're coming out. There are some changes with the agreement of sale, so make sure you review that mortgage contingency stuff, additional language. But then the biggest change is the appraisal contingency document. It's actually very nice. It's no longer A or B. It's very clear. So just look for those. There's a little bit of a language change in the co-op broker stuff, but if you didn't get to see it, we have it in the YouTube library and it's on our Facebook page. Yes.
If you go to PAR, to their website, you can watch their webinar. It's recorded.
Yeah, that's good too.
You can watch that anytime you want.
This one was thrown in. Oh, they have, so because we do have some LCAR people here, I want to start kind of throwing that into. So they also are doing a cornhole thing. Is that the same day? It might be, but the fall mixer and cornhole tournament on September 2nd. So LCAR stuff, we'll start throwing some of that out. Our vendors, we actually have one of them here today. He's gonna be our guest speaker. Because of that vendor program outing that we had in June, we were able to add some more people. So I've actually just used Junk Monkeys. So if you have some twice now, even want to list that, I'm getting the list here shortly, but they've been fantastic. I've gotten a lot of good review on that. So if you have sellers that need to get rid of some stuff, Junk Monkeys has been great. They're our newest one, Panther Home Services, which we'll be introducing here shortly. And then Devin Schweitzer for HVAC and plumbing. He's also new to our list. So we welcome them. All right, we will give the floor to Kathy. You have some updates for us? With Hometown Real Estate Cycle.
That's the month of the course. Oh, never get
Like that.
I do have one thing I have to tell you. I have a customer who, whoever, whatever, their name, it came in with their first and last name, no middle initials, no middle names, nothing. So when I talked to them, I said to them, how do you want your name to appear on your deed? Because more is always better, because if you have a like in the same name, it's easier to differentiate if you have your middle initial, middle name, junior, senior, whatever it is. And the guy says to me, oh, well, we were told not to put our full names on because of all the signing we have to do. Please don't tell your customer that. That's a terrible thing to tell them. It's too much that you have to sign, so it's less writing. I'm like, no, no, no. So at any rate, I just thought that was a funny story. The other thing that I want to point out is I've had 2 closings in the past months, 2 months, where one was a seller, the other was a buyer that had expired IDs. And when I send out my letter, I send things out and I'm like, please remind your customer, or please make sure you bring an ID. It has to be valid government issued photo ID. I don't know if people know what valid means when I use it that way, but it means it can't be expired. So if you guys are checking when you're writing your contracts, you might want to look at the date also, just to make sure, so they know. And I had the girl tell me, and I totally understand. She was all excited when she was a buyer, and she's like, oh, I didn't renew it because I want my new address. I go, but I can't notarize your signature on that. Now, luckily, she had her card, her renewal card, and it was a temporary for 15 days or whatever. So I did tell her, you can use that, send it to me. It wasn't signed. I go, you have to sign it. And please, when you get your ID, just email a picture to me. So that was cool. But you guys, I don't know if you guys check IDs when you write agreements. I mean, I don't know how you know who's signing or.
Only when you forget someone's name and ask them to send it to you.
Do what?
Yeah.
What'd you say, Nate?
Only if you forget their name and you need to have them send you a copy so you can remember what it is.
Yeah, but you don't need a copy. You
Yeah,
can.
because
The name.
That's good.
At any rate, okay, whatever, that works, whatever works. At any rate. I don't know, when you're writing a contract, how do you know there's really signing if you're not looking at the ID? Real, no, you don't, I don't know.
Usually no.
Okay, well, okay. Fraud's a big thing in this industry, I don't know if you're aware of that or not, but anyway. Could you pick a name for me, please? I know they're all little bold. So this is for June. I'll go put these back when I can't see. Jasmine, Alicia. Right here. All right, well, this is hers. And then bear with me. I'm dumping away June. Well, I have to keep organized, you know. You ever look at my desk? Please don't. But I know what everything is and where it all is, so. For July. Wait, you picked 2, that doesn't work.
That one.
Okay, this is 1. Bryce Lynn, she's not here either.
You don't see.
You got it for July.
There you go.
Yeah, she's been kicking butt. All right, well, thank you. And do you have any questions?
Bring up the Godfather of the mortgage. All right. Thank you, Kathy. Harkins, you're up. Got the most gratitude, gonna give us some knowledge.
Appreciate everybody that's here. It's doing so nice to be here. A couple things I'm gonna run through.
Yes, I think.
I do have slides.
Yes.
First, I'm gonna start daily rate watch email. We send this out. If you don't get this, what this is lenders use systems to lock their loans nationally. This is one of the biggest systems used nationally, and it takes the rolling average of what lenders actually lock loans at for consumers. And we take that data and they publish it. So it's not just our pricing, it's what everyone's using in America, right? It's probably about 30 or 40% of what kicks in. So this was as of this morning, kind of where they are, but we send this out as a daily thing. So if you're interested in getting on the email address, just so like, you know where rates are real time and what lenders are actually using. This isn't our rates per se, it's industry rates. You can just email me. We have a team email. It's hlt@movement.com. Just email me. We can add you. Okay?
Two common questions I get. How's the market and where rates? And I'm on his daily watch, so I see it so it's easy that even if I missed it that morning, I can go in quick and give him like pretty much a pretty certain idea rates.
I always forget like how valuable this is because I have access to it all front and center all day, every day. But, you know, I think it just enables you to be a little bit more educated.
Just, yeah, a quick comment on that, because I'm like Poddle and I do whatever I want. I don't like look at the rate every day.
Do whatever you want to say.
Not even over there, okay. It's all- I mean, But my point is I don't look at it I see it every day, but just like the little knowledge of months ago, that was at 6.8 every day. And now it's at 6.5 every day. So just being able to say, hey, well, rates are like, just having that, you don't need to know it every single day, but just seeing that every day and being able to say they're down a little bit and having that knowledge when you are maybe not looking at as much as you should be, is super helpful for me. That's how I use it. So.
I take it for granted, like I said, because I have it access to the price ones $1,000.
Yeah, I think like we had a deal maybe 2 or 3 months ago and it was at 6.8, 6.9 every day, but now it's at 6.5 every day.
Yep.
That makes you just knowledgeable to your clients. So.
All right, so this is a success story of kind of something that we've been doing for our database that I think could trickle over for you guys. And it's basically a simple yearly update sent to past clients. I think the reason that it works so well is because it's really about them, right? Like it's kind of a touch point. And you know, everybody's got their CRM built a variety of different ways with a variety of different touch points. One thing that I've realized in my 20 some years of doing this is people in life are just inherently selfish. They want to know about things about them, right? And that's totally fine. So at one point we were actually using a CRM that we paired with House Canary to kick out estimate of value range, estimate of equity, and we matched it with kind of our average daily interest rate thing. And what we found, you know, it creates a lot of natural conversation and engagement. People start asking questions. You know, we really have done this in 2 ways, text message, and then we also did it in an email. So if you want to make it more personal, you can send a text, you know, you could do an email. And you don't, you know, like your agents, you guys can probably, most of you can probably walk into any house or remember the house and be like, oh, that sells for 280 to 310 rate. Like in a second. Like it's not something you really got to look at too hard, depending upon where it is and what it is, right? It makes it more personal. Here's the sample text we use. Hey, here's your 2025 market update, estimated home value, boom, estimated equity, average daily rate right now is this. If you would like deeper breakdown, let me know. I'd be glad to walk you through it or if you've made renovations or improvement, this may affect the value as well. Hopefully this helps you feel a little more connected to what's going on in the market without having to dig into it yourself. Opens it up. What we're seeing too is a lot of people who weren't thinking about selling at 7 and 7.5%. That conversation's starting to happen, or they're saying, look, if rates keep falling down, let me know, hit me up at X, like we'll probably make a move. So it kind of opens the door. This is kind of the email formatted of it. It's kind of very similar. And honestly, you could do this however you want, but we've had a lot of success with this. So I figured I would share it because, you know, if you want to do it, you know, you could do 2 letters of the alphabet by last name once a month, right? And you could work through your whole database on the year. Like I'm going to do Smith, you know, or S, you know, and T or whatever you want to do and just work through your whole database. Another thing that we've been running into a lot recently, a lot of online lenders have really shifted to just providing a quote to the consumer with like these crazy low rates, but they're baking in points. They're baking in 2, 3 points. And if you're not educating the consumer on that, a lot of times they don't know that they don't have to pay those points. Maybe they don't buy a house because the cash to close is too high, whatever it is. Or maybe it's your opportunity to switch them to your local lender, whether that's me or whoever you trust, right? But this is like, I feel like a lot of people were kind of scared to have this conversation, but if you get a cost estimate from the lender when you're writing an offer and you see this, right? Discount points, $7,000 on a $350,000 question. Takes 2 seconds to ask them, hey, did you know you were paying points on this? Hey, did you know you were buying down the rate? I can't tell you how many times we've got this, requoted somebody, been able to do something better for them. Maybe they didn't want to pay the points, right? Like maybe they wanted to look at options without the points. A lot of times people right now, it's out of pocket and payment, right? That's what drives people into homes. So like you'll get a lot of these deals. We see it all the time with brokers who are from out of the area, like they'll bake in a ton of points and people are just like, well, you can't beat my lender's rate. And it's like, maybe I can, give me the estimate, let me look at it. Even if you're like an agent, you just want to pass us the estimate and say like, hey, what would this kind of like stack up? Even without like, just give me the credit score. I can probably get you a ballpark of where we're at. But we see this so many times right now. So I think, be educated. If you're not sure what to look for, reach out to me. I'll kind of give you my 2 cents on it. But I just kind of drummed this up so you guys had kind of an understanding of what to look for. The last thing, we have a few resources available that I kind of take for granted. So I'm just going to send you, I'm going to pass around them. One is a buy versus rent comparison. And basically this gives you the numbers of like, hey, if you buy this house versus renting, like it's using forecasted appreciation to show you how much you're losing and how much you would gain in equity over time. We also do the same thing for bid over ask, right? So you have that client who needs to go up $10,000 or $15,000 and they're concerned about like what it's going to look like for them with appreciation and like how they're going to be underwater. This does like a forecasting on where you are and where you will go based on national averages from forecasting to lay out numbers. So they don't feel like they're going to be underwater for years. This specific example was a $300,000 house using like 4.56% annual appreciation. I think we were 6 based on last REAC stats. Somebody may know that better than me. But it shows them getting fluff on it in 12.6 months. So sometimes this could be a document that you pair with a cost estimate to kind of get that buyer to kind of see like, hey, we don't need to look at 15 more houses. Maybe you just go up 5 more thousand. You know what I mean? And I think that oftentimes is something that'll tip the scale. The last one is buy now versus wait. This is one that kind of gives you the numbers based on if they wait. Even if rates do come down to 6% in 6 months or 5.5% a year in a year, it shows you the benefits of buying now as it relates back to that appreciation, because you can always come back and refinance that interest rate. You can't get yesterday's price. And I think a lot of times it's hard to articulate this and people feel like they're being sold. So for the mortgage lender to provide the doc, maybe seems a little less pushy. You know what I mean? Because it's coming from us, not from you guys. You're not trying to sell them into something, if you will. So if anybody has interest in any of those, a lot of them we can actually do specific to property. So it's not just a general doc, but I think a lot of times it may help you convert that buyer who's kind of waffling a little bit. You know what I mean? Any questions about those? Any other questions? I'm glad to see who's next.
Good.
Here we go.
Thank you. So we talked a little bit before we have a new vendor, Monty with Panther Home Services, who also has provided us with today's lunch. I'll let him tell you what it is. Do you know what it is, Monty?
I'll be honest with you, no.
Okay, so it's Olive Garden. We haven't had that in a little bit, a little pasta, a little chicken. So that'll be in the back for us. So as we see, inspections, appraisal repairs are coming up more and more. So it's great to align with somebody that can give us the home services that we need for repairs, renovations, paint, anything you need. So Monty, you're up. Welcome in. So just give a quick break there. All right, you go.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. Is it good morning or good afternoon?
It's
good morning. I got 9 minutes. Good morning, everybody. My name is Monty with Panther Home Services. I did find, found Panther Services about 6 years ago. We had, I'll just tell you a quick story on how we found it and what it relates to you. My family's in real estate. My sister-in-law is a realtor. My brother's in mortgage, is an MLO. And we got into real estate pretty early. The one thing that we found out quick when we were going to go ahead and renovate properties, that you can find a reliable contractor to be able to go ahead and do some work. Now, you may have some experience, you may not have some experience, but from my experience, I've been gypped off. I've hired a contractor that a realtor recommended, took $25,000 of my money, and then never showed up. I bought 7 properties in 3 months. I did a lot of fix and flips, but I got into a lot of what are these contractors like, right? So then I said, you know what, I'm just gonna go do my own thing. So I created our own contracting company, and we focus on 3 major renovations that we feel are very important to the homeowner, which is painting, interior, exterior, and bathrooms and kitchens. Those are the 3 main core services we provide. Now, within those 3 trades, we saw there might be an opportunity to help more. So when we go in to paint the house, we got started, we got questions. They're saying, Monty, do you know anybody that does landscaping? I do. Okay, I might be able to take that on because I have crews for that, right? And not just any sort of crew, we have vetted crews. We don't just put anybody on our staff. We don't just put anybody as a trade partner of ours. They're vetted. And the only way that you get to see that is you have to see our work, right? All the reviews we have online, about I think 77 or 100 reviews online, those are all real customers saying the work that we do. Now, we'd like to go ahead and mention that painting and home renovations, this is home renovations. We work with a lot of realtors right now that are painting, but now they're leaning more towards home renovations, more of like a punch list of items. Yesterday, I went to a house and this referred by a realtor, and then the ex-husband had punched a hole in the mudroom. So, I mean, we can get into a story like that, but she wanted that fixed before anything else, and she wanted her carpet stuff. So we have the capability to do all those punch list items, get the home ready so that it sells for more top dollar or faster. This is depending on what you guys need. So my job was to create a team of people, trades that could assist in an emergency. Maybe you have a listing that comes in, you walk into a house and you see a horror of things happening. You see holes in the wall, you see a ceiling and you have stains on the ceiling. Things that buyers look at, things that you feel like will stand out more. That's where we come into play, and that's where we truly assist. A lot of our work has been in the painting interior exterior. That's where we drive the most of our customers with. But we've been seeing a lot of punch list items where we're more than happy to go ahead and help out with. So that's what it is. The problem that we've been seeing with realtors is that homes sell lower when they're not market ready. So how do we make them market ready? By a show of hands, what are things that you look in a house that makes it market ready? As soon as you walk into a house.
Peeling paint.
Peeling paint, right? Is one of the big ones. Clutter is huge.
Smell.
Smell, right? Getting the smell out. How do you guys deal with that, by the way? Who said smell?
That's what the smell is.
Right? We had a strong pet urine smell that just came in. We actually partnered with a carpet cleaning company, got the carpets cleaned, still was there to actually replace the carpets, but we gave them a discount because we felt like we wanted to do the right thing. It didn't get out, right? So we wanted to provide a solution. So we do those things because we know you're in a spot where you're going to represent the client. And if we come in, we have to be an extension of you. We're not Panther Home Services when we talk to your clients. We're an extension of you. For example, Tina, we had Josh. So grateful that you introduced us to him. And we're doing a couple things in his house, inside and outside. And we're working to make sure that you can get that market on property and sell for more.
They called you about the exterior shutters. And then you guys ended up doing some other things, and I popped by the house a couple of times. The crew was there and they've always been pleasant and nice. Good.
Thank you for that. And that's the kind of feedback that we do like. And if there's anything wrong in that situation, because we're never going to be perfect, but if you find something that's wrong, please reach out because that's the way we're going to fix it. We got our 5-star reviews by not being perfect. We got our 5-star reviews by making sure that we can fix the problems if the problems do come up. Right. So if you go into here and you start looking at this, there are some services that we do provide that may help you out in making homes market ready. A cosmetic refresh, painting, carpentry, and flooring. So it could be something like shutters that we were doing, right? It could be a front door. It could be you have old carpets and you want to replace those carpets. Carpets is a very cost-effective way to make the home very nice and presentable. We have a dog that was abused and the dog started chewing on baseboards in this customer's house. So all the baseboards are wrecked. I don't know about you guys, but when I walk in, I'm looking at all the small minor details and man, those baseboards look pretty ugly. So we replace all the baseboards in the house. Or if we repair, we repair it. Apparently the door had some holes in it too, right? Not sure how much the hole in the door, I'm not sure if, you know, anger issues or not, but I know, and that's what we get, but those are things that we go ahead, we want to go ahead and assist with. Now, you guys have a plumbing and HVAC, you may have a partner for that right now. You may have a go-to contract. Right? So we're not stepping in and saying, hey, choose us and this is the way to go. We're saying, give us a shot, right? We may even work on your house. Right? If you want us to test this out in your house, we're more than happy to go do some work for you, see how we play, see how we do business. We're happy to do that. We don't expect handouts, we expect to earn our work. So things like plumbing and HVAC, the reason we have to offer that is because in our bathroom and kitchen remodeling, we need to do those trades. So we have those trades readily available. We have an electrician, master electrician, we have a master plumber, and then now we have HVAC. Cleaning and curb appeal. So we do have junk removal services, and then we have landscaping and cleaning services. Now, there are separate crews. A painter won't do HVAC. A plumber won't do a landscape. So there are separate trades and there's separate crews that work with us. We've had them for a very long time. They're all vetted. They're background checked. We've got 15 crews right now as of August. Yeah, we'll have 15 crews of 2 to 3 that are able to go ahead and assist at a moment's notice. We do have project managers that go through each job and they handle each job, handle each crew. We also have foremans on each of the crew members. So we're a pretty good outfit. We want to make sure the best thing is that we're an extension of you. And if we fail, then we don't get invited back. But right now, we currently do work with a lot of realtors at the moment, and we've been getting a lot of home renovations. So we wanted to go ahead and highlight that. Now, I don't want to take too much of your time. You got things to do. What questions would you have on this?
If we have an insurance client that had a new business inspection and an underwriter felt that there were a few things to be addressed, that's still fine.
Yeah.
To reach out to you folks?
Yeah, absolutely. So we used to have a minimum of coming out, and we found that we've adopted a model where we've brought on so many crews, so we're able to go ahead and get those few things done, and then also put them on other jobs, right? So we can pay our guys on the daily rate, right? Everybody gets paid on the daily rate. That's how all these players work. So we're happy to go ahead and accommodate that and then move from job to job. If you have 3 or 4 houses, we're able to get that done. So currently, as we speak, we have 7 jobs to work. So we're able to accommodate it for sure.
Do you guys offer FHA 203K services?
What's that?
Do you guys offer FHA 203K services?
What is that?
Renovation loan.
Renovation.
Like working with banks directly.
We have WiseTag and we have Moment, so they're a personal loan. We don't offer renovation. So.
No, not offer the loan, just offer the repair services.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Since you're familiar with real estate, like, can it be pretty fast turnover? I'm thinking like inspection repairs.
Yes.
So like you can be called and there can be a time crunch and you're able to accomplish. That's our biggest hurdle usually.
Yeah, I've heard.
People trying to do things fast. Yeah.
We have available. We service Harrisburg, York, and Lancaster. If you have other areas and you have a big deal, we're more than happy to go ahead and take a look at it. But for sure, we're able to accommodate that.
Right, that's usually the problem with contractors is.
Yeah. We also don't want to do a cat and mouse game. So you don't chase us for codes. If you ever do, then we're not doing our job. We'll always make sure that we're on production.
Good. In the event the client doesn't have the money to afford the repairs for like inspections and stuff like that, you guys do pay on closing?
Yeah,
Situation.
we run into situations like that too. We're more than happy to accommodate as long as it's a certain dollar. Right, if it's a $30,000, $20,000, not sure if we do repairs, but it happens, but we're more than happy to go ahead and push to closing. At the end of the day, the goal is we partner with realtors and we got into this game to make music. So if that's what we can do, then we'll go ahead for a better. Great, perfect. Enjoy lunch. Thank you.
All right, we'll wrap up with giveaway time real quick and we'll Keller Williams.
Can I add something, Ryan, real quick?
Yeah.
So I know this is awfully last minute, but our team does a Habitat Day once a quarter. We have some openings this Saturday. If anybody wants to join us, you want to let me know. We're gonna, I think, is it in New York? Yeah, house is in New York. If anybody wants to come out Saturday from 8:30 to 2-ish, let me know. We'll get you added to the list. Oh,
Yeah, you want to throw that on our Facebook?
will, yeah, perfect.
Just so you guys are aware, they're out, I did an open house on my own house. I had the spies come out. And so be aware that it's a true thing. And I didn't realize it at first, but when I started asking stupid questions, I'm like, well, they weren't stupid, but no buyer comes in and says, well, can I pay you for your time? I'm like, red flag. Yeah, these are regular buyers. Anyway, I must have, you haven't heard anything and you have to.
They're gonna get us. All right, so we came back from Mega Camp. We've got some KW swag stuff. We still do the transaction fee. We still do the monthly. So those will be in it. And then, yeah, so we're gonna do basically KW swag day.
Never had anyone pick that, so.
Bring it over. There you go. He just comes back to the office meeting. He wins again. Mike Jones. Every time.
They do. Perfect timing. Oh. Tony.
Hey, virtual guy, Tony. Monthly, we have this mug with a notepad, planner, blanket, playbook. Planner. Still writing stuff down, Tony.
That's your Christmas.
Where's Tali at? Is he still here?
He's on around there somewhere, but.
We have rules. Don Lucas. You got the monthly. You look like you might want a blanket for your next social media day. Playbook or the mug with the.
I'll do the playbook.
Yeah, Mike.
Okay, I don't even think, I'll do the blanket, I'll do. I see this, there's a great area. Have to figure something out for that. I'm borrowing just me.
So, free monthly or the month playbook or the mug in the.
I guess I'll go for a month.
Okay. Walking back there, sorry. I got my steps in today. Nita. The playbook, mug,
What's that?
the playbook or the mug?
What's the plan?
What's the playbook? You already know?
Yeah.
Wait it all.
Volume 3 coming. Yep. And if you already have it, you have it, you want it, there you go. All right, we're gonna rapid fire this, quick 5. I have 5 shirts, KW shirts, so we're gonna just pick the next 5, or you all get a shirt. Blake?
Second pick.
Yeah.
Look at you while I pick
Yeah.
myself. That was actually.
Oh my God, you guys are just picking each other. Well then. You pick yourself, please. Alex, there you go. These are all for shirts. This. Here we go. Oh, now Brady's left. Both rock. And, oh, Jackson, there you go. Awesome. All right, guys, Olive Garden's in the back. Guys, just give me your size real quick. Thank you.
I should read this. Well, I know it's in like 3 that's it. Like, what's that?
Oh, dude, I'm getting to be a large lately. Yeah, you might as well. I got it. Even if I don't make it, I'm gonna try to send over from Jim. Yeah. Right? Paul. Be a good song. Hey, look at that. That might be a Shakespeare. Come on, bro, it definitely is. I'm about to say. Come on, dude. You're right with that. I would have liked to put that on. Almost there.